All right, welcome here. Next episode, we're going to transgender hate mail, homosexual atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of comments I found on YouTube and DeviantArt that are responsive comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning to you on here. Someone trying to say, there's a difference between a male and man, but then showing that there's no difference. You on here? Dude, you know what words mean, says this person. He is a social term. That means male. People use it to socially identify as a boy, male. She is the same thing. This was a girl instead of a boy. Identify as female. Male means someone who's biologically born as male. Same with female. So born with testicles. So male means someone born as male. So born with penis testicles. Same with female. Female means born with ovaries. And then, he is a social term that is about people born with testicles. She is a social term that is about people with ovaries. It's female. That's how it goes. Let's go. Someone says, you don't hide that you have certain parts. Yeah, you do. All the time. Oh, boy, they do. Boy. Yeah. What is a binder? What is a binder? What is a binder? They do that. What is those jock straps or frilly dress, them dresses, to try to hide that they have penis testicles, things like that. They hide it. They hide a lot. Continue on here. Let's see here. You don't hide that you have certain parts. Yeah, you do. All the time. Do you socially accept it as another gender? Yeah, you do. You definitely do. Not sex, gender, same thing. Basically identifying as biological sex. That's what they're doing. You show that gender you would prefer to refer to as by dressing in clothing made for that gender that hides the stuff that is of the other biological sex. It's not hiding. It's definitely hiding. It's just indicating what they want to be called through hiding. You f-wit. I don't cuss like every other word. And I say, yes, he is equal to male. She is equal to female. They mean the same things. Those are, yes, men and women are equal. Wait. This really gets things a little mixed up here. Yes, men and women are equal. Trans women and trans women are equal. It's all the same, dude. Through lies. So it's not. So it says, you guys, no one's talking about gender equality. Huh? Right? Are you kidding? He is equal to male. She is equal to female. They mean the same things. How does this get out of hand like this? Oh my gosh. Nobody's talking about gender equality. Yeah, we are, actually. That's what this is going on here. Gender equality is the big problem here. Because basically, people are trying to say, I will get people to treat me equally by deceiving them. That's what they're doing. Because we understand that they are indeed equal people, but we don't act that way. Why are we disguising ourselves as other people so we can treat it the same as those people? When if we believe that all people are treated equally, they aren't. Continue on, please. We just wish to be referred to with the correct pronouns that we like. And treated like the gender we identify with, so obviously we don't think genders are equal. Come on. And while I'm not going to speak all trans people, I think that far less trans people would feel the need to get surgery if people just treated us how we want to be treated. Impossible. No, basically, yeah, that's not going to happen all the time. It's just how it goes. Now treat us for the body we're born with. Too bad. Learn to live with that. Here. Also, you should do some reading up on biology that we like. Not the stuff we don't like. That stuff messes our stuff up. Biological sex is actually a whole lot more complex. No, it isn't. Than that, because I say it is. And some famous people say it is, but it's not. Continue on. Intersex people do exist, and they're deformed. Continue on. And can be born with both or neither primary sex characteristics, so they're deformed. And that's not normal. Continue on here. That's not even talking about people who have chromosomes that denote they should be born male, well, fewer sex characteristics, because they got deformed. Usually due to testosterone insensitivity, or the deformity of some other kind that basically, doesn't really help. It just, so many different things can go on, and it's not cool, but it's deformity. It's not a good way to try to defend our stuff at all. It just makes our stuff look bad. Continue on here. I say if genders were seen as equal, then why transition? This is stereotype-based thinking, and it is wrong. Also, physically intersex people are rare and not the norm. No. The norm. Also, most people who want transition are not deformed. They just think they are. They do. Continue on here. So they transition because it's not the gender they feel like they are. It doesn't matter. Your feelings need to change. Again, it ain't about assuming one is superior to the other. Yeah, it is 100% totally. It's about not being the gender that society has placed upon us against our own will, based on the body we had no choice in. Yeah, who cares? Screw society on that. It ain't rocket science, bro. Just say screw society and just act the way you want to act with the body that you have without transitioning at all. You can do that. Let's get you on here. Trans men, girls, want to be boys, aren't trans because they hate women. They hate themselves. Trans because they aren't a woman because they say they aren't. They're lying about it. No unbinary people exist because they say they do. Of course, usually they're either male or female. They don't want to be seen as that because they think that is bad treatment. You see that is bad treatment. That's why they do it. They want here, they don't want to be either of the binary genders. Because that means they be treated the way that they like, but unfortunately, that's lies too. They want here, you hate women/men because you aren't one. What? So bad. Actually, rare. They aren't actually as rare as you think. They are pretty rare. 1% of the population. 1 out of 100. That's pretty rare. To put that info in perspective, 2% of the world population has green eyes, and 1% has red hair. So again, read a biology book that we like, and learn that sex and gender are far more complex than you think, because I say they are. They're not. Continue on here. Science is a subject that always changing because that's what science does, right? Science does change in some ways when new discoveries are made, but there's still ironclad science that does not change. So no, information studied and learned do wrong. So a book you read back in the 5th grade reads very little when you're in your 20s, because I say it does, even though of course it does not. Let's talk about stuff that's still relevant. Continue on here. I say we are all human, but not all the same. I say. And I say to someone else, truth is truth, no matter where you come from, where it came from. 1 + 1 will always going to be 2. And you learn that in the 1st grade. Also, we learned what really makes someone male or female. The reproductive organs, not choice. Thank you. Someone said, you're using 1st grade science, not 5th grade science. Said somebody. Aha, I got him now. Your lack of knowledge on the topic is starting to make more sense now through lies. I don't really care what you learned in 1st grade. Come debate once you take a college level bio class, one of those bullcrap classes, and go into college debt. Thank you. This is at the very least these things that are bullcrap, basically philosophy, not actual biology at all. Not actual biology at all. Continue on here. At the very least. Anyway, since you can't refute with any kind of facts or statistics from any kind of reputable source that I like, a 4,000-year-old book written by a bunch of ancient dead men doesn't count as reputable, lol. Oh, no, you like books written by men that are only been dead for 100 years. You should probably take your transphobia and go to a channel geared more towards 1st graders, since you can't see the debate on any intelligent read. That's the end of the thing. That I like, any intelligent thing that I like. You always coming in with this science stuff. We have our stuff that we say is science, but it's destroyed by the stuff you give, that's real science, dang it, So why don't you take that stuff, that's science, basic science. We have a complicated science that doesn't work, that is basically destroyed by your basic science, and we want to stick with that because that lets us do what we want to do in life, How much time you have? Okay, a little time. So yeah, you want to just keep go continue on here. You should probably take your transphobia and go to geared for more 1st graders. So you can't see the debate on any intelligent level above them, because I say you can't. Your basic science destroys our stuff, our complicated science that basically is just flies. Has nothing. It's basically just there to give us excuses so we can do whatever the heck we want. Continue on here. Like, what is it with transphobes using baby science that destroys our stuff? So they try to justify being a terrible person through truth, by telling the truth. It's like they can't find any kind of unbiased sources from 250 onwards, that we like, justify them being pieces of stuff. Because I got rid of that word. My gosh, these people, they keep telling the truth over and over again instead of going along with our lies. What do we do about this?